Matematika sa pandemya. Matematika ay importante para sa mga lahat ng tao at estudyante, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya para sa trabaho at ekonomiya. Ginagamit ito upang makakuha ng impormasyon sa mga nagkasakit sa iba't ibang nasyon. Ito ang pangunahing ginagamit sa estatistika. Sa pagbilang, dito ginagamit ang matematika. Upang makagawa ng bakuna, kinakailangan ang matematika at siyensya. Upang makuha ang tamang halaga at dami, tamang pananaliksik ang kanyang haligi. Upang suriin ang ating mga ebidensya sa resulta ng gamot at bakuna, kinakailangan ang pagbilang at porsyento upang malaman kung maaari nang bumalik sa eskwela at trabaho. Madaming pagbabago sa buhay at pag-aaral, importanteng umangkop tayo sa bagong normal. Matematika ay naglalaro ng malaking tungkulin dito upang ang mga tao at gobyerno ay hindi malito. Para sa mga estudyante sa paaralan, ito ang kanilang daan sa magandang kinabukasan. Ginagamit din ang matematika sa teknolohiya. Ito na ang karaniwan para sa mga pamilya.
Buhay sa panahon ng pandemya. Nagsimula sa isa, kaso ng COVID-19 dumami, naghigpit ang bansa, kaya mga tao ay nag-imbak ng marami. Nawala ng trabaho at pag-asa, laman ng balita, kaya nadagdagan din ang gumagawa ng masama sa kapwa. Mga lumalabas sa kalsada nabawasan, pati na pupunta sa mall, sinihan at simbahan. Isama pa natin ang nawalan ng negosyo at sweldo ng mga tao. Ekonomiya ng bansa tuloy apektado. Ekonomiya ng mundo ay pinadapa. Perwisyo dala ng COVID-19 ating damang-dama. Malaking porsyento ng mga nawalan ng trabaho ang naaburido. Tulong at ayuda inihanda at ibigay ng ating gobyerno. Napakahalaga ng bakuna ngayong pandemya. Mas maraming hindi bakunado ang nagka-COVID-19 kaysa sa nabakunahan na. Lagi nagpapaalala ang pamahalaan sa wala pang bakuna. Tangkilikin ang bakuna para COVID-19 ay maiwasan na. Ang mga isla at kultura natin, bagamat iba-iba at watak-watak, sa pandemya, iisa lang ang ating nipiin at bala. Malagpasan natin ang pandemya na nagkakaisa at hindi pinaghihiwalay ng iba't ibang ideolohiya. Maraming di magagandang pangyayari ang dulot ng COVID-19, ngunit ugaling bayanihan ay buhay na buhay pa rin. Kaliwat ka ng mga food pantry ay nag-usubungan. Sa iba't ibang parte ng bansa at mundo, mga Pilipino patuloy ang pagtutulungan.
Math, mathematics amidst the hurdles. Morning math classes were fun, arithmetics and statistics on the run. Then, pandemic came, unexpected. Hey, would still be the same as previously stated? Morning math classes online, addition, subtraction, and such signs. To be honest, it seems hard and draining, hoping we'll still continue learning. Maybe it seems difficult at first, and we might not yet see the bright side first. Today, I will be telling you, happiness and knowledge math will give too. Mathematics is not just solving numbers. Around us, from houses to leaning towers, 365 days a year, hear me out, even calendars don't feel. Moreover, pandemic should not be a reason to stop learning math and education. This time, we can use our modern internet setup to help ourselves to discover and grow up. Mathematics, a subject of science, arts, and architecture, amidst the pandemic and calamities, will help us for sure. 10 years later, we'll thank our math teachers, honoring math as a subject, making us live a life better.
My pandemic numbers. It has been 711 days since ECQ has started, or 1 year, 11 months, 9 days if converted. I am sure of that date where it has started. Our life in a box which we never outsmarted. Through 100 liters of alcohol we have consumed, 1,000 of face masks that we have also used. Counting these things make me feel so amused. Because my mom said that our budget has ballooned. Through day 0 to day 60, I tried to entertain myself. And we got some books from the shelf. The book of number games opened itself to the page with a small little elf. I answered 28 pages of the book. It is so much fun, it got me hooked. My sister even took a look and stole some pages to take in her nook. Learning numbers can be so much fun. I especially enjoyed those games created for one. A sense of happiness is felt once I am done. Completing them makes me feel I am second to none. Currently, it is already 2 years, and now we may have less fears. But there has been a bucket full of tears, while hoping for the day we can say cheers.
Hi, I'm going to discuss about the 3 rules on how to add an integers. First rule, to add 2 positive numbers, just add the numbers, then prefix the positive sign. Second rule, to add 2 negative numbers, just add the numbers, then prefix the negative sign. Third rule, to add a positive and a negative numbers, just subtract the numbers, then prefix the sign of the number that has a greater value. Let's see my number pyramid. Negative 19 plus positive 8, they have different signs, so let's subtract them and copy the sign that has a greater value. Its difference is negative 11. Positive 8 plus negative 10, it's negative 2. Negative 10 plus positive 5 is negative 5. Positive 5 plus positive 12, they have the same positive sign, so let's add them and it's positive 17. Negative 11 plus negative 2, they have the same negative sign, so let's add them and it's negative 13. Negative 2 plus negative 5, it's negative 7. Negative 5 plus positive 17 is positive 12. Negative 13 plus negative 7, it's negative 20. Negative 7 plus positive 12, it's positive 5. Negative 20 plus positive 5, they have different sign, so let's subtract them and copy the sign that has a greater value. And its difference is negative 15.
Hello and good morning, classmates. I am Sean Oliver Ianto and I will be your student teacher for today. I'm gonna be explaining the concept of adding integers using the number pyramid. But first, let us know what is an integer. An integer is a whole number that can be positive, negative, or a zero. Now, let's study about adding integers. We will be using this kind of number pyramid. First, write any 5 integers from negative 20 to 20 at the bottom part of the pyramid. I chose the numbers 10, negative 17, 8, 12, and negative 6. Next, you have to add the 2 boxes that are right next to each other. For example, 10 plus negative 17 equals negative 7. Negative 17 plus 8 equals negative 9. 8 plus 12 equals 20. Then 12 plus negative 6 equals 6. Continue the process until you have reached the topmost box of the pyramid.
Good day everyone, my name is Kailati Sayana from grade 6 class. Today I will teach you how to add integers. In adding integers, we have two different ways, same signs and different signs. In same signs, we simply add them. In different signs, we have negative and positive. And in order to get the sum, we subtract them. So, let me show you the examples. First, we have negative 19 plus positive 20 equals positive 1. And positive 20 plus negative 15 is equal to positive 5. Negative 15 plus positive 12 is equal to negative 3. And positive 12 plus negative 16 is equal to negative 4. Positive 1 plus positive 5 equals to positive 6. Positive 5 plus negative 3 is equal to positive 2. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 7. And then positive 6 plus positive 2 is equal to positive 8. Positive 2 plus negative 7 is equal to negative 5. And positive 8 plus...
Good day everyone. My name is Mary Zorik Arkanan, and today I am going to teach you on how to add integers. Adding integers with positive signs is the same as adding whole numbers. And if you want to add two negative numbers, you need to prefix the negative sign to the sum of the number. To add a negative number and a positive number, we need to subtract the absolute values and then prefix the sign of the number with the greater value to the stop. This is called a number pyramid. A number pyramid will help us today on how to understand to add integers. As you can see in the bottom part, there are positive and negative numbers. And as we go higher on the pyramid, the numbers will either go higher or lower until we can reach the final sum of all the numbers. We start by negative 20 plus positive 9 is equals to negative 11. Positive 9 plus negative 10 is equals to negative 1. Negative 10 plus positive 3 is equals to negative 7. And positive 3 plus positive 5 is equals to positive 8. Negative 11 plus negative 1 is equals to negative 12. Negative 1 plus negative 7 is equals to negative 8. Negative 7 plus positive 8 is equals to positive 1. Negative 12 plus negative 8 is equals to negative 20. Negative 8 plus positive 1 is equals to negative 7. And negative 20 plus negative 7 is equals to negative 27. That is all for today. I hope you understand.
Good day, my name is Catherine Rosie Casano, and today we will be talking about how to add integers using a pyramid. Are you ready to learn something new? Let's start! First step, when adding integers with the same sign, add the numbers then copy the common sign. For example, negative 4 plus negative 15 is equal to negative 19. Next step, when adding integers with different signs, subtract the numbers then copy the sign of the number with the greater value. For example, negative 15 plus positive 7 is equal to negative 8. Another example of adding integers with the same sign. Positive 7 plus positive 10 is equal to positive 17. Both 7 and 10 are positive, so they are added and the sign of the sum is also positive. Positive 10 plus negative 6 is equal to positive 4. 10 is positive and 6 is negative. They are subtracted. Since 10 is greater than 6 and has a positive sign, then the answer should be positive 4. 19 plus negative 8 is equal to negative 27. Negative 8 plus positive 17 is equal to positive 9.
Positive 17 plus positive 4 is equal to positive 21. Negative 27 plus positive 9 is equal to negative 18. Positive 9 plus positive 21 is equal to positive 30. Negative 18 plus positive 30 is equal to 12. That's all. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you learned something new.
Before adding integers, we must be familiar with the rules in adding integers. Firstly, if both the numbers are positive, our answer should also be positive. And if both are negative, our answer also should be negative. But if one number is positive and one number is negative, our answer should follow the sign of the bigger number. This is the number pyramid with the numbers negative 6, positive 7, positive 11, negative 13, and negative 5. To start, we have negative 6 plus positive 7. And according to the rules, if the numbers have a different sign, we follow the sign of the bigger number. So we know that our answer is positive. Now, the answer is positive 1. Next, we have positive 7 and positive 11. And since both of these are positive, our answer will also be positive, which makes it positive 18. Next, we have positive 11 plus negative 13. And we know that our bigger number is 13, so our answer will be negative, making it negative 2. And lastly, since both of these are negative, our answer will also be negative, making it negative 18. Our next will be 1 plus positive 18. And since both of these are positive, our answer will be positive 19. Next, we have positive 18 and negative 2. And since 18 is our bigger number, we know that our answer will be positive. And our answer is positive 16. And lastly, we have negative 2 plus negative 18. And it tells us that our answer will also be negative, making it negative 20. Next, we have positive 19 plus positive 16. And since both of these are positive, our answer will be in positive as well. And it is positive 35. Next, we have positive 16 plus negative 20. And since 20 is our bigger number, our answer will also be a negative. So, it will be negative 4. And lastly, when we add positive 35 plus negative 4, our final answer will be positive 31.
Adding integers. For this, we can use a number pyramid. To solve our number pyramid, we need to add the numbers below until we can reach the top. Let's start with 20 and 19, which are both positive numbers. To add positive numbers, simply add as usual. But how about negative numbers like negative 15 and negative 10? To add negative numbers, add like normal positive numbers, then add a negative sign to the sum. But now, how about a positive number and a negative number? Let's say negative 10 and 7. To add negative and positive number, subtract their absolute values, then copy the sign of the number with the bigger absolute value. With these rules in mind, we can solve the rest of the pyramid. Hooray! Thank you for listening to my discussion.
Good day everyone. Today we will learn about the basic concept of adding integers using the number pyramid. If we are going to add two numbers having the same sign, we need to follow these two steps. Step 1. Add the numbers. Step 2. Copy the sign. For example, 14 plus 6 is equal to 20. Another example, Negative 8 plus negative 9 is equal to negative 17. If we are going to add two numbers with a different sign, these are the steps to follow. Step 1. Subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. Step 2. Copy the sign of the bigger number. Another example, negative 9 plus 11 is equal to 2. To finish the number pyramid, we have
14 plus 6 is equal to 20. 6 plus negative 8 is equal to negative 2. Negative 8 plus negative 9 is equal to negative 17. Negative 9 plus 11 is equal to 2. 20 plus negative 2 is equal to 18. Negative 2 plus negative 17 is equal to negative 19. Negative 17 plus 2 is equal to negative 15. 18 plus negative 19 is equal to negative 1. Negative 19 plus negative 15 is equal to negative 34. Lastly, negative 1 plus negative 34 is equal to negative 35.
Good day, grade 6. I'm Kedrick, and I will be your student teacher for today. We will be discussing about the concept of addition of integers using a number pyramid. I have here an example of a number pyramid. When we add integers in the same sign, we simply add them like whole numbers and prefix the sign to the sum. For example, positive 5 plus positive 8 equals positive 13. And when we add integers in different signs, we subtract the absolute values of the number, then prefix the sign the number with a greater value to the sum. For example, positive 8 plus negative 10 equals negative 2. The sign of the sum is negative because negative 10 has the greatest absolute value in this equation. Okay, let's continue. Negative 10 plus positive 4 equals negative 6. Positive 4 plus negative 2 equals positive 2. Positive 13 plus negative 2 equals positive 11. Negative 2 plus negative 6 equals negative 8. Negative 6 plus positive 2 equals negative 4. Positive 11 plus negative 8 equals positive 3. Negative 8 plus negative 4 equals negative 11. And positive 3 plus negative 12 equals negative 9. I hope you've learned something new from me today. See you next time. Goodbye.
Good day to all. I'm Carly Denise Santos, and I'm here to talk about the concept of integers. To begin with, there are two types of integers, which is positive and negative. Adding two integers is the same process as adding regular numbers, only when they are both positive or negative. If it is a mix of both, you would need to do a different kind of operation. When you add integers, it can sometimes end up in an increase or a decrease in value. If it is positive plus positive, you would need to regularly add it and then add the positive sign. Same with negative plus negative, but you change the sign to a negative sign. If it is a mix of both positive and negative, you copy the biggest value in the equation and then subtract it with the smallest value. After that, you copy the sign of the biggest value. Adding integers is tricky, but if you practice, you can answer it easily. I hope you learned the concept of adding integers. Until next time!
Integers, both of the signs are alike, simply add the numbers and use the same sign. To add a positive number and the negative numbers, subtract the absolute values, then prefix the sign of the number with the greater but. For example, Negative 5 plus 7 is subtract the two numbers because they have different signs and use the same sign of the number with it. Negative 17 plus negative 12, negative 12 plus negative 7, negative 7 minus 9 is equals to 9 plus 14, 23. Negative 29 plus negative 19 is equals to negative 19 minus positive 2 is 17. Positive 2 plus positive 23 is equals to negative 48 plus negative 17 is equals to negative 17 minus positive 25 is negative 65 plus negative 8 is equals to 7. That's how you add